Welcome to The Explainer. All right, today we are talking about a true academic titan in India, the University of Delhi. And look, you've probably heard the name. It's got this huge reputation for prestige, right? But what's truly mind-blowing, what really sets it apart, is its sheer size. So let's just jump right in with a number that honestly is kind of hard to wrap your head around. Over 700,000 students. I mean, think about that for a second. That's more people than the entire population of cities like Seattle or Frankfurt. This one number, it's the key to understanding just how massive this academic world really is. Okay, so you hear a number like that and you gotta ask, right? How on earth do you manage a student body that big? Well, the answer is you don't do it all in one place. That huge number of students is spread out across 91 different colleges, and each one has its own campus, its own vibe, its own history. It creates this incredible web of education, all flying under the University of Delhi banner. All right, so we've got this picture of immense scale, but what does that actually look like when you get down to the nuts and bolts of academics? Let's dig into the numbers a bit more. And believe it or not, it gets even more complex. It's not just about those 91 colleges. The whole university is organized into 16 big groups called faculties, like the Faculty of Arts or the Faculty of Science. And those faculties then look after more than 80 different academic departments. It's this super intricate web, all designed to support a massive range of studies. I mean, everything from astrophysics all the way to sociology. Now, you might think with a size that big, quality would suffer. But nope, not at all. This scale is matched by top-tier quality. DU holds an A++ accreditation from India's National Assessment and Accreditation Council. That's AAC for short. And let me tell you, A++ is the highest grade you can possibly get. It basically certifies it as an official institution of excellence. So we've seen the numbers. We know it's huge. But how does a giant like this actually work day to day? Let's try and deconstruct it a bit. See how you run a university that's basically a city of its own. Okay, so if you were to visit, you'd find it's mostly split into two main areas, North Campus and South Campus. North Campus is the old school, historic heart of DU. It's where you'll find the original, really iconic colleges. South Campus, on the other hand, is a bit newer. It was set up back in 1973 because the university was just growing so fast. It was built to handle the extra demand and to offer more specialized courses. And get this, the way it's run is also pretty unique, and it really shows you how important it is on a national level. The President of India is something called the Visitor. The Vice President is the Chancellor, and the Chief Justice of the Supreme Court, they're the Pro-Chancellor. Having the highest offices in the country directly involved like this, wow, it really tells you that DU isn't just a university, it's a major national institution. Now, if you're thinking about applying, this next part is absolutely crucial. The whole admissions game has changed. It used to be all about these sky-high cutoff marks from your school exams. Well, that system's gone. Now getting in is mainly through something called the CUET, the Common University Entrance Test. It's one big, standardized exam for everyone, and the idea was to create a more level playing field for students applying from all over India. But this whole modern, centralized test, it is a world away from how the university started. To really get a feel for the scale we see today, you've got to rewind the clock. The journey from where it began to where it is now, it's just incredible. The university's story has some amazing milestones. While DU itself was officially created in 1922, its roots, they go back way further. Its oldest college was actually founded way back in 1692. So when it officially launched in 22, it started with just 3 colleges. And then a huge moment was that 1973 expansion with the South Campus. That really set the stage for the explosive growth that followed. And that starting point, honestly, it's almost unbelievable. In 1922, the University of Delhi opened with just 750 students. Just 750. It's such a tiny number, and it really makes you appreciate how insane the growth has been since then. And now look at the contrast. From that initial 750 to over 700,000 today, I mean, that is an expansion of nearly 1,000 times. It's a growth story that in many ways really mirrors the story of modern India itself. But it's not all about the numbers. DU's reputation, its legacy, is really built on the incredible quality of its colleges and its deep-rooted focus on academics. These are the places that have shaped leaders in pretty much every field you can think of. And here are some of those crown jewels we're talking about. Colleges like Miranda House, St. Stephen's, Hindu College, and the Sri Ram College of Commerce, SRCC. These places aren't just top colleges within DU. They are consistently ranked among the absolute best in the entire country. That's why getting in is so competitive. The university also has some other really fascinating quirks that show off its history and diversity. For instance, a bunch of its departments, like chemistry and sociology, are so good they're officially recognized as National Centers of Advanced Studies. And here's a cool fact. It has a lot of colleges just for women, but not a single one that's just for men. And as we mentioned, the oldest one, Zakir Husain Delhi College, is actually centuries older than the university itself. So what's at the heart of all this? What's the core philosophy, the DNA, that's guided this place through 100 years of unbelievable change and growth? Well, you can find its essence captured perfectly in the official motto, Nishtha Dhriti Satyam. It's from Sanskrit, and it translates to dedication, steadfastness, and truth. Those three words, those are the core values the university aims to instill in every single one of its hundreds of thousands of students. And that leaves us with one final big question. After a whole century of just incredible growth and building this amazing legacy, what's next? In a world that's changing faster than ever, what will define the next 100 years for one of the largest and, frankly, most important universities on the entire planet?